Morning.
Having a good deputy as well, John Matthews. For men as well. You know, credibility. Yeah, he's been with us. Malcolm. Hello Malcolm, nice to see you. How are you doing? Nice to see you. We're having a clause built in that when his trade goes up, we benefit from it.
There's a profit share arrangement.
Well, you're always going to be here and we're going to be here and we'll get there, won't we? You know,
somewhere along the line.
Yeah. As long as it's not there. It's got to be in the middle.
Well, yeah, well I'm not as confident as Craig is.
You wouldn't be from Oldham if you were a bit cynical.
No, I'm quite happy where I am, thanks very much. And I don't really care about this development too much. So, unless it's right.
We'll be providing with far better facilities than you currently got in a better location, and at the end of the day I just want you guys, you aren't going to sign up unless you're happy with it.
That's what I'm doubtful of, you know, and so that's where
people are always
remain to convince me.
I understand.
But you know, I mean, you made a good start, don't get me wrong. We're not,
well, that's praise indeed, so thank you very much. But listen, we're very straightforward, we're honest. You know, and we want to do the right thing to people, and we want the scheme to work. You know, we want people to comment on the scheme, and if we've got things wrong, we'll put them right. It's as simple as that.
Set things on the change.
We are currently working on plans with the council, and we would like to be out for public consultation April, May, and that will be the springboard for the reshaping of the town centre. And what we'll be doing is inviting people to comment at those public open days. We'll listen to those comments, amend the scheme as necessary to make it fit with people's aspirations, and then we'll be making a plan application. We'll be looking to safeguard all the jobs that are currently here in the town, and looking to work sensitively with freeholders and tenants and relocate them into new premises within the scheme. The scheme will be anchored by a major food store, and we would like to bring everything to a conclusion so that we can be out to tender straight after the summer period with a view to work starting early in the new year.
you know, I think
It'll be about 25,000 sales, about 50,000 square foot. In terms of unit numbers, it'll depend on which occupiers are coming in, what spatial requirements they need. I think we need to introduce another couple of national operators into the town just to reverse shopping patterns, but it's a district centre, it's serving a local community, and that's what it'll be designed around. So the architecture is important, and the way the car park is related to the stores are important as well. And also we need to look at the long-term car parking provision in terms of you need to segregate your visitors to your town from your people who are working in the town. So we need to look at carefully where the long stay car park is going to be to the short stay. So the short stay wants to be in the town centre, so we create the vibrancy. The long stay needs to be a bit further out. We're also acutely aware of how popular the market is here in the town. And again, our scheme will take into consideration the success of the market and look to build upon that as well.
Some of the areas are a bit dated, you know, parts of the Borough do need regenerating, and a clear example of this here is, do you agree with that?
Well, what we've done here, and the reason why we're so supportive of the development, is because we've come in just before the tipping point. You can see the number of empty units on the precinct already, and you can see how quiet it is on a non-market day. Well, that couldn't have gone on forever, because ultimately businesses will fail if that continues to be the case. So we're very clear that we wanted to support a scheme that was sensitive to what was already here, but that would bring more and more footfall in. and the type of supermarket with the size that's being proposed is just right for a town centre this size. But obviously that's then in the context of a revamped precinct, resolving the age-old assembly hall issue that's dogged Royton for nearly a decade. It's about making the town hall a community hub once more, and it being devolved service town hall. And it's also about potentially the new leisure centre once we resolve the leisure centre issue as well.
Has the public expressed concerns that with a supermarket coming in this age of this thing with killing the high street?
It's how you get the balance between food and non-food, and it's about whether it's a supermarket that is sensitive to other users or whether it's a supermarket that wants to be dominant. And we've been very clear that there are some names out there who we've done business with before who we won't be keen to do business with again, but there are others who we're very clear really add to it because they bring people in but they are sensitive and they're good neighbours.
The orientation of the food store in any town is integral. If it's orientated incorrectly, it'll kill the town centre, even if it's in the town centre. So we've got 20 years experience of working with food stores, and we've seen good examples and bad examples, and this will regenerate this area here. It'll create the daily footfall that the other shopkeepers require, and the other shopkeepers will work off the back of that food store. Because of the size of the food store, it won't carry very many durable lines in terms of clothing and non-food items. So that will help benefit and underpin the rest of the town.
I'm very confident that people in Royton will get behind this because they'll see it's going to be the rebirth of Royton Town Centre.
It needs a major overhaul as this town centre. And to create, you need a sea change of investments, which will then put the town in good order for another 50 years to come. And that's what's important. Piecemeal development just does not work when you've got market failure that you have here.
We've gone to great lengths to make sure that the people we deal with here are absolutely spot on, and they've got a track record in delivering high quality schemes elsewhere.
It's just finally for me, how did you come on board?
Well, how we came on board was David Powell, who's one of our development team. We were looking at new towns down the Colne Valley towards Manchester to look at developing some new areas, and we revisited towns that we'd visited 20 years ago, and this was the first one that David brought me to, and I said straight away, quite a quick fix really, we just need to take a few buildings down, relocate them, and this will regenerate the town. And I think I came on market day, so I got a good perception that there was the trade there in the town.
From the council's point of view, we've been very clear now that if people want to come or they express an interest in investing in Oldham, then we'll move mountains to make it happen. And I hope, through experience, that we make decisions very quickly and we kind of rally support to make sure that there are no delays.
We've covered more ground with Oldham Council in the last 3 months than we've covered with some authorities in 12. So you've got a real attitude of we're open for business here, and that is so important in these towns because there's not many developers or investors that have liquid cash available to come in and develop, and what we're looking for is we're looking to work with progressive local authorities, and we see Oldham has been that. Our architect's a BDP who works with the chief exec on Liverpool 1 as well, so we're looking at good quality architecture in this scheme and leaving a legacy really.
Hi Steve.
Hey Mark.
Do you want to explain what's happened today and what that means for the Labour group and the people of Royton and what you feel about that?
Well, I think the main thing is what it means for the people of Royton. We're going to get a lovely new shopping centre. The design is absolutely first class. I know everybody's itching to see the pictures of it, and you will shortly, but I've got to say, you will be impressed. Whoever sees this will be impressed. Royton is going to attract people from miles around. They're going to be coming from Rochdale, Middleton, the Shore even. They're going to be coming from everywhere. This is probably the best thing that's happened to Royton for decades. The design of this, it isn't a tin shed. I think earlier on you said to me, is this a tin shed? This couldn't be further from a tin shed. Just a few more details to be sorted out, and then it'll all come out. But it just couldn't be better. We couldn't have wished for better. I mean, all coming out to the horrible assembly, all the disasters that went round that, we're getting something absolutely first class, something Royton deserves. And I really think that everybody who sees this will be absolutely delighted by what's coming to Royton.
Is it integrated or does it take over the centre? Is it?
well,
Does it fit in well in the
it
precinct?
fits in superbly. It'll give a bigger sense of space on the precinct. We'll see additional car parking. We'll see a style of architecture that is just that you see in that wouldn't be out of place. Well, Cheadle will be jealous of our shopping centre. The architectural style is sympathetic with the town centre. It's a modern but sympathetic with our heritage buildings in the town. It really is a nice building. So we will see additional car parking, but we'll see some of the not so nice buildings going. And in its place, as I said, we've got a modern shopping centre, a good variety of shops. Everybody who's been displaced from the units that will go will be offered, or have been offered, or are going into one of the new units, so nobody's going to lose out. Yeah. The people of Royton are going to be absolutely over the moon with this.
Thanks,
Okay,
Steve.
no
Cheers.
problem. Cheers.